is Muhammad Shahmi bin Muhammad Zainuddin, and my matrix number is AE200035, and I'm from section 2 computer programming. Today I will be presenting about coding, about standard deviation and mean. This is decoding to ask the user to enter the number of elements. For example, the user enter 5, and then the program asks the user to enter the 5 digit of a value, and then the program will run and compile all the values to find the standard deviation and mean. For the coding, to find the standard deviation part, the initial counter is equal to 0. The 0 is the starting value of control variable, and then when the initial counter less than count, and this part is the loop, and the count is represent is the final value of control variable for which the condition is true, and then the I plus plus is the increment of control variable, and then the coding between the open bracket and the close bracket is the coding to find the standard deviation value. For the calculating mean coding, the line number 45 is the equation to find the mean, which is mean is equal to sum divided by a count, and then for the initial counter 0 is the starting part to find the value of the mean, and then the line number 49 is the coding or equation to find the mean.
Hi, my name is Amar Fikri bin Muhammad Nanaski, and my metric number is AE200004, and I am from Computer Programming Section 2. I will present the coding how to calculate the lowest and upper value. Okay, for me, I will explain how to find the upper and lowest value. Okay, for this function that I have do, I am use the variable find maximum. Also, same goes like the lowest value. I'm using the variable which is find minimum. First of all, we need to declare the find maximum and find minimum from the first of the coding. Okay, after we declare the variable, okay, for this documentation function to find largest element, yes, the find maximum. Okay, for here, assume that first element is max. Okay, for the maximum value, we need to declare the maximum is the first element. So the next step, I'm using for statement to find what is the greater number. First, I am declare the I and the max because we use for the for statement. Okay, I integer I am declare the I equal to 1, and the condition is I is less than the count, which is the element that entered by user, and the updating is I plus plus, which is I plus 1 plus 1 and so on. So in the first statement, I am using the if statement to do what number is the greater than the first element that entered by user just now. Okay, for the if statement, okay, here the documentation, if current element is the greater than max. So array, which is the element that entered by user, is greater than max. Then we assign the new max is the greater than the new number that entered by user. For example, okay, the first element that entered by user is 5. So the maximum number is 5. So the the user input the next element, which is the number is 6. For here, the array is the value for array, this array is 5. Then in the condition, if array greater than max, so it will be the new max for the array, for the number. For example, the second element that entered by user is 6. So this is the true condition, which is the array is greater than max. So 6 is the new max value, and it will looping for the another element, and another element that entered by user. Then we return to the largest number to the main function, which is for the prom. I do the prom here, cout prom upper value is equal to, and this here the function. And here the function is will be written to here. So the value for the maximum number is will be C here. Alright, we go to the find minimum, which is the lowest value. Same goes like find maximum. We need to declare the function as to find the smallest element, and we need to declare the I and min for minimum. For here, we assume the minimum is the first element that entered by user. For example, the user enter 1. So, the user entered the number is 5. Then we use for looping, for statement, same goes like the maximum. I declare the I equal to 1, and the condition is I, but less than the count, which is here is the condition, and updating is I plus 1 and plus 1 and so on. Then in the for statement, I'm doing the if statement to find what is the the minimum value that entered by user, the current element. Here the documentation. If current element is smaller than minimum, and assigning the smaller number is the minimum. Okay, for this, when user enter the new element, for example, user enter the number is 2. So this this condition is going to true because 2 is less than the minimum, the min. So the new minimum value is 2. Alright. So we assign the new element is the new minimum, which is the condition is fulfilled. And then the same, after we use the for statement, we return the minimum to main function here. So the output will be like this. The lowest value is equal to, and we call the function.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ihsan bin Isham, and I'm from Group 7 of Computer Programming Project. So, I will present about testing the code that our group have made in the online compiler. Okay, so this is the code that our group produced for this project. The purpose of this code is to find standard deviation, mean, maximum, and also minimum value. So after this, we gonna run this code. This code will ask the user to enter how many elements the user want to, and then we must input the value of the elements. Okay. Okay, after this we will run this code. Okay. Okay, here they will ask the number of the elements. Okay, we put 5 elements. So we put the number. Okay, this is for the elements number 1. This number 2. Okay, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Okay, after that the answer will show on the screen. They will calculate the mean, standard deviation, maximum value, and also minimum value. The answer is based on the element that we insert in the online about in the after the code as the user. That's all.
Hi, my name is Jashindas Sanalaki and Kanadas. My matrix number is AE 2028. I'm from computer programming section 2, which was held by Dr. Chu. Today I'm going to present my part, which is verification.
Okay, now we are going to see the verification step of the output we get in testing. This is the example of the output we get in testing. The data values are 16, 15, 14, 15 and 16. So now we are gonna calculate mean value using calculation method. The formula is as follows. So after adding all the data values and dividing into 5, we get 15.2, which is the same answer with the answer we get from our coding and our program. Now we are going to calculate standard deviation value using calculation method. The formula is as follows, which is xi equals to number of data value minus to mean and then to the power of 2 divided by number of data values. So we get the answer 0.748331, which is the same with our output in our program. Next, lowest value, which is 14. Our data value are 16, 15, 14 and 15, 16. So the 14 is the lowest value in our data and the number of occurrence is 1. Then the upper value is 16. Our data values are 16, 15, 14, 15 and 16, and the upper value, the highest value in our data is 16, and the number of occurrence is 2, which is the same in our program. Lowest value equals to 14, upper value equals to 16.